Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on what time it is for you where you are. Hello! Happy Thursday. Hazel. You. Coffee. How you doing? Welcome. Good morning. Let's turn on everything. Wake it all up, including me. We got sound. Yeah. Apparently I get a Paragon cache with the dragon scale, so I figured I would go get that off my map. Praise to the hot roasted bean juice. Indeed. Is it indeed? Let's see. Good morning. Clean my windows. Does this make me a full adult now? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the magical thing about a place that you have a bit of agency over, is that there's so many different ways that you can feel like a grown-up. You know how many different pieces of a house you can clean if you really want to? Because I don't. I keep finding new ones. I'm gonna do that. What did I get in my box? What have I got in my pockets? I got some polished pet charms. I got some Shadow Flame Crescents and stuff. Frozen Focus. Oh, hello! I've got a kitty cat. Yeah, bean juice important, huh? Hi, kitty. Ding to the dong. Thank you for the 6-month resub. Woohoo! Appreciate it. Also, Eternal Ballad. Thanks for the 46-month resub. Morning, guys. What kind of coffee do you have today? I've been pretty basic recently. I've been buying the pre-ground blonde roast from Starbucks via the grocery store, and then I make that and I have it with oat milk. It's good stuff. Hey, I'm a drip coffee machine person. I am not fancy. Fury Forever, thank you for the 10-month resub. 10 months. Seen your first raid guide this morning. Looked great as always. Aw, shucks, thanks. We finally spit one of them out. We just got another, 8 more to go? Something like that? 7, 9? Somewhere in that range. Ever use a French press? No, and I don't want to. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're awesome. I'm just, I'm really happy being a coffee peasant. I'm just so pleased with myself. And my bean juice. Does Kira have one heck of a tail? My girl can knock over cups with her tail. She's got like a slender little delicate tail. Mostly what she does with it is if she's annoyed, she'll do the little thwap thwaps like cats do. And if she's laying on me and she's annoyed and she's turned around the wrong way, she'll get me in the face with that, and that's kind of funny because it's not hard enough to hurt, but it's enough to let you know that she's feeling it. I want to go to the Zerlet Caverns, and originally I wanted to take a flight path there because that's how lazy I am, and apparently no dice, no good. I'm gonna have to fly down the tunnel myself. Either that or I just couldn't find it. From what I recall, there's a hole somewhere. Yeah, this general direction. Buy the San Francisco coffee from Costco, delicious stuff. One day, I'm going to come to a crisis point in one of my internal conflicts. The said internal conflict being, on one hand, I like bulk pricing and I appreciate efficient value, especially in food and other items that you're gonna use anyways that are shelf stable. So on that hand, shopping at Costco appeals to me greatly. I like the value of it. On the other hand, the experience of going to Costco is something that is deeply difficult and upsetting for me. I always get turned around, and I don't want to. So since I've moved back, I haven't gotten a membership. I haven't bothered because I was like, well, if you get a Costco membership, then you're just gonna be like, wow, I should go to Costco, and I won't. So I haven't done. But pretty good prices. Maybe one day if I have a pantry and if I just like get braver as I get older, that would be nice. Or I can go like right before they close. No, that doesn't sound fun. Who wants to be in that much of a hurry? I still am kind of trying to figure out, as best as I can. Ooh, lamb and Rytherbark. Here, I'm actually going to chase the glow spores this time. We're going to learn something from yesterday. I'm trying to figure out as best as I can, what am I doing in the zone? And my best plan for sorting that out is to do as many side quests as I can find, and basically just get them off my map, get them off my desk, get them out of my life. All right, hello.
Be you well?
So we go pick up. Sound effects are very important. Yeah, that's the move, because those are valuable. That's the move. I have 12, and they're worth like 27 gold each. And then you get another couple of them, handful, 6 of them from there, plus herbalism knowledge from the lambent version of the herb. How are we doing? I think we've just been, I mean, no, there's no lambent talent trait down here, so I may as well continue, carry on, just slapping them in here. Not yet. Can't grocery shop without sound canceling headphones. I think that if I went into Costco with noise canceling headphones, I might get run over. That's a problem, is that I used to actually really like shopping with headphones, but I have pretty bad, it depends on how badly I feel about making everybody go around me, and the answer is usually pretty bad. It's this terrible combination of having horrible spatial awareness and not knowing where I am and who's around me, but also direly not wanting to be in the way that just makes going outside upsetting. Have I gotten my slug mount yet? I have not gotten a slug mount yet. Needed to go. Have a great rest of the stream. Day is young. Live it to the fullest. Early bird gets no zoo. Early bird gets no zoo. Well, the bird doesn't want to be. Well, maybe the bird wants to be in the zoo. Maybe it's a nice zoo. Go to quiet hour. I just don't know when that is. I don't know what qualifies as a quiet hour. Maybe it used to be that if I did my shopping on the weekdays during the days, everything would be all fine and dandy. And then everybody else also started doing their shopping on the weekdays during the days. Weekday evenings or like Sunday dinner time is sometimes good. You know, you try and figure out when all the people that have like lives that they live, when are they living their lives traditionally, and then you try and go then. So sometimes, you know, like 6 o'clock on a Sunday, but I don't know, man. Do a cycle and get huge, they'll scurry out of the way. Oh, jeez. Gift card order, thank you very much for the 29-month resub. Macy does with a 14-month resub. Thanks, Macy. Just got home from seeing the 1975 Hazel stream. Life's currently amazing. Worth living. Yes. What's the deal with this slug mount? Am I prepared to ooh. I say ooh like I didn't come out here to kill that rare. I saw it on the map. I'm just impressed it's still up. Maps shows an estimated traffic level. Yeah, but then you have to like get there, and like the Costco is in Langford, and I don't know if you've ever driven to Langford, but sometimes it's upsetting. I'm a giant baby. And you can actually get Costco, I think, Instacarted. I think that you can, if you plug in your membership, I think you can get Costco delivered. Like you can make somebody else do Costco for you. You just have to trust that they're able to find the thing that you want. These elite quests frighten me. They last a long time. Maybe people join groups for those, but I'd like to make them go away. I'd like to remove them from my map. So maybe I'll go poke around and see. You know what I should do, actually? Here's a fun thing to do for learning. Let's go find a nice safe spot to just stick ourselves in a nice safe corner, have some coffee, and just read what the custom groups are. Sometimes that's a good way to get a feel for what sorts of things people are doing. May the 4th be with all of you. Oh yeah. In the area if you want to tank. I'm a couple steps behind there still. I'm considering thinking about figuring it out. Easy but tedious. Need to look for the orbs. Dying in spirit form is definitely the best way to go. Zaralik does have a meta achievement, but the meta achievement doesn't give you anything currently except for achievement points. There's no pet mount title or anything like that. Ezekiel, thank you for the 24-month resub. Saying you already got the shaved head and tats. Yeah, people would give me space, I'm sure, if I requested it and stopped scurrying out of their way. But, you know, sometimes it's just nice to not be in the way. You know what the most not being in the way is just being indoors. Safe in my gremlin hole. I'm looking in here, custom. We're just reading. Still people doing forbidden reach rares. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. There's one person trying to do cobalt. Oh, bless you. What else? Zaralek rares. War mode off. Friendly alpaca. War mode off 24 minutes ago. Another Forbidden Reach Rares group that still has 23 people. I'm so impressed by how big those groups are. That group is new, and it is big, and those people are just cranking out Forbidden Reach rares. Zarelite Caverns? No thank you, they said. Oh, there's another one. Well, that was a brand new one. But, Murloc Farm. Alrighty. Battle at Zarler Mythic Plus. Forbidden Reach rares. Azure Span, Margos, Strand Mana. Just one person. Hope, wish you the best. Murlocs. Again. Alright, help me out. What's the Murloc Farm? What are people doing there? Bloody Tokens. Ruz Farm and Bloody Tokens. Why does it say... Okay, War Mode on. Ruzast. Ruzast and Bloody Token. There's 3 of them. Killing a horde in the caverns. Forming large group to continuously kill all rare spawns and destroy all horde anywhere. Love it. Straight and forward and to the point. Gossip Curl, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. I want to know what those groups are too. They've been there a long time. The Murloc Farm? What is the Murloc Farm? Maybe it's a cloth farm? What? People don't need cloth though. Maybe... I mean, I could join one. I could be a detective and find out. Bloody Tokens must be... Bloody Tokens is world PvP gear sets and stuff. I don't know what Ruzast is. I'm assuming it's something to do with the Bloody Token farm. Interestingly enough, I'm not seeing anybody forming like elite world quest groups, but maybe they're under the name of the world quest. I'm gonna go into the area and just like click around on the button and see if anything happens. Came from a Forbidden Reach rare train. It was awesome. Class set's nice. Had trouble finding people for those quests too. It's not wildly and abundantly clear why somebody would want to do the quest. Oh, you know what, actually? Before I get all carried away world questing, I have 2 more dragon glyphs, and I would like to find them. I want them. I want to keep them. Oh, that's a Dragon Slayer Ballista, which for some reason is marked with an herbalism icon. That's... offensive to me, apparently. I still have not turned handy notes back on. I know it's working because other people know things from handy notes, but I've updated my add-ons, but I just haven't re-enabled them all yet. But my dragon recently sensed a glyph up when I was killing this rare, so I'm missing a glyph, and it's somewhere in this area. And I've actually been having fun like looking for him a little bit. Terrifying Hell pierces the air. I've been having fun looking for him a little bit, so I just need to snoop around until I don't know, there's probably an internal cooldown on how often you can get that dragon senses a glyph message. But I would love to find it. Got the mount and the portal from the drops. Nice. Sneaking in there early. I can't be too jealous. I already had the mount from way back in the day. There's a lot of orange text happening. I mean, I guess there's an event starting. I can always do this. These coins, the coins that you trade, the fragrant coins, I was looking at the different things that I can get for them, and I've come to the understanding that I just need to grind a lot of those for the mounts. I need 550 coins. There's 2 mounts and a pet. I would like them. It's non-negotiable, and I am 26 coins in, so maybe there'll be so I'm doing these little horn bonus objectives whenever I can. Neltharian's banner color replace. This one, okay. Meaning to come in and say hello? The first time I met you, my fiance and I did the tortilla challenge. How is 10.1 going for you? It's cool so far. It's cool. I am somebody with chronically poor time management, and I'm also somebody that likes to put out raid guides before the raid comes out. So I think I'll probably have more brain RAM. Oh, I see there's more banners. I'll have more, like, juice for understanding. Right now, I'm kind of wandering around the patch being like, what's this? How does this work? I don't understand. And in a week or 2, I think I'll feel better about all of it, because I'll have a little bit of extra. Hi, sweetie. A little extra juice. Vince helped me with the cat pet trainer battles. Thanks. The shirt, you get it? Oh, this morning, I was having such a hard time getting out of bed that I was like, what if I don't get out of bed? And I just reach as far as I can without falling out of bed and open the curtains to get some light in the room, because I have blackout curtains to help sleep, which is great if you're the kind of person that likes to nap. And then I'm just gonna stay in bed and just allow the sunlight to, you know, baste my eyelids. And that'll have to be good enough for now. And then maybe I'll feel like getting up soon. This is my problem. I wait until I feel like doing things, and it's a real trap. But it sort of kind of worked. I'm up eventually. No, not considering a bed stream. I think I wouldn't say that hell would freeze over, but that just doesn't sound like me. I like my boundaries too much. Find it harder to get up with curtains closed. Sometimes I'll go through times in my life where I'm just on top of stuff, and I wake up and I go, well, if I want to get a good start in today, I'm gonna stand up and drink some water and go. And then sometimes I just lose it. I haven't had that for months. I'm hoping it returns to me. But I think it has to come from somewhere deep in my spirit, and I don't really, I'm not great at changing my own mind. All right, we're soloing this event, but we're getting there. Yeah, you gotta fly into the caverns. You can't even, as far as I can tell, you can't even flight path your way in there. But there's plenty of tunnels. It's not too bad. You could, if you wanted to, set your Hearthstone to the caverns, but then you would have to fly whenever you wanted to come back up to the overland. Although, actually, you know, it's not a horrible idea, is setting the Hearthstone to the caverns for a while, and then using something like your teleport cloak to get back to the overworld, because you can pretty easily port. I could take my Stormwind cloak and then just hop through to Veldraken when I really need to go to Veldraken, which I'm thinking is like once a week for profession weeklies. Like, just pick up the weekly quests and stuff. Feed enemies to the hungry Hydra. Oh, well, that does sound fun. I'm getting Nif and Rep for doing this, so it's not a total waste of time, but I would like to do the world quest today. I got 3 coins from that, so if I want 550, there might be a better way. There's also different grades of these events. Like, you can find some that give you epic chests. My dragon senses a nearby dragon live. My dragon senses a nearby dragon live. Huh. What? What? I don't know if this was the one, but that's one. There we go. I just need one more. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. Got my Azure Drake finally. Congratulations. Flight paths do work? I must have just been, well, that's good news. I must have been just a little under-caffeinated. I was looking, but then again, there's like a lot of stuff on the map. I want that herb. I have this feeling that if I pick lots of herbs and I manage to, where would I even find reset the cooldown of my overload, I can overload all kinds of stuff. Is there a new pet battle world quest up yet? I wanted to do another 10 battles for the thing. It's not up yet. I mean, nothing says you have to wait for the pet battle world quest. I could look up where the pet tamers are and I could just finish that achievement. But, oh, there's cool pets too. I want to get all the wild pets, but I want to do the world quest first because I shouldn't be playing 10-1 off stream this week. I might do it, but I shouldn't do it. Oh, what's this?
Give them a good thump, and they'll pop right back to being cute.
Discordant crystals. It's up. Well, how far up? What's that? Living cluster. Oh, there's a world quest and there's also a local event. Or maybe there's 2 world quests? I don't know. I'm just gonna hope for the best. You already have. I know. I'm just saying that I shouldn't. Shouldn't and won't are different things. I shouldn't play off stream, which means that I should try and do anything that I actually want to do while I'm streaming just to get it done. So the time sensitive rep granting activities like world quests, because I'm currently kind of motivated to get like as much NIF and rep as I feel like I can. Maybe not doing every, like if you get 25 rep for each little horn event and those seem to spawn endlessly and forever, I don't know that I'm gonna, you know, do all of them, but a lot of them wouldn't hurt, right? I have not got my pink snail yet. No. Selena Locke, thank you for the 21-month resub. Time sure flies. Thanks for your content being amazing. Well, shucks. Have you started the Big Slick in the City dailies yet? No, I haven't seen that yet either. I think it's because I haven't... I mean, I'm just guessing. I haven't gone to Glimmerrock yet. I understand that's a breadcrumb quest. And I haven't been feeling hungry for bread yet. I have like a bunch of other side quests already in my log. Here, let's just finish this world quest. I have a bunch of side quests in my log. And it seems like the prudent thing to do would be to try to clean them up before you go, but I'm not making a ton of progress. It's hard to get from point A to point B. This zone is a problem for people that are chronically distracted. Avoiding coming back to WoW. This patch may be the one that makes me. Cave. Cave. Big cave. Nice cave. Pretty cave. Cave with thingies in it. Hello. What do I get for this? This is going to be flight stones. I'm a bit concerned I'm going to hit my flight stone cap. I have 1,600. You can hold up to 2,000 at a time. And I haven't, like, hyper looked into it, but my understanding is... I mean, I guess I could just upgrade a piece temporarily, but I would need to look at the item level charts, because I have, you know, Heroic Raid gear and Mythic Plus gear from last season. So my thinking was that the Explorer gear and then... whatever, the second ranking gear, veteran or whatever, that gear, I don't feel like it's going to be that good for me. But I don't know, I'm probably missing something. Cap goes up next week. They're not super useful to you. Okay. I guess I won't worry about it too much then. I have not tried that quest yet for a piece of champion level gear. I should... Do I want to do that? Would that be fun? 5 heroic dungeons and then you get a piece of champion level gear, but it's a random piece of gear, right? I heard you saying that you got a spear. But if it's not always a weapon, I'd hate to break my tier set. Although I am wearing 5 pieces of tier, so I guess I can't break my tier set. I don't think I was supposed to wear 5 pieces of tier, but that's just kind of what ended up happening. Living clusters shine. Yeah, these little guys. Got a cloak as my champion? Okay. It is random. Thinking leveling Volpera, what class would you go with? Ooh, be a Volpera pirate. Do either like a Fury Warrior or a Survival Hunter. Be a swashbuckler. Says season maximum, which I think means the account will go up each week. That is a good point. That is a good point. I guess I shouldn't worry about it too much. I've been holding these like drakes and whelpling crests and fragments and stuff in my bags. Just because I'm afraid to vendor them, I guess. I feel like maybe in a couple of weeks I'll feel confident enough to know what I can confidently get rid of and make it go away. 2 more of the little itty bitty ones. Have a Volpera Windwalker Monk, that's so cute. Never played a rogue. Oh, rogue's also a very good swashbuckler. Rogues are fun. Rogues are also a big mystery to me. What do they do? Why do they be? For what do they live? I have run out of the little shiny guys. There we go. They stab. Volpera Shaman, the totems are too cute. I used to have, when I had a Volpera, the character that I unlocked my heritage armor with was a survival hunter. I survival huntered it up. Thieving. I suppose so. Thieving lives. I want one more. I'm not seeing like a map indicator, like a range indicator. But then again, I also didn't see the flight path down here, so maybe eyes just aren't open today. They can upgrade normal raid gear when the raid launches if you want to bank them. Yeah, I guess so. Because we're going to do normal before we do heroic, and we're probably not going to get into heroic for a couple weeks. Usually we spend a couple of weeks progressing through normal, and then we start to poke around with heroic once people have got some stuff. And I guess if it's cheap flightstone wise, and if I'm going to get lots of flightstones anyways, if it's cheap flightstone wise to upgrade the lower level stuff, then I may as well. I'm sure they've thought of this. I just would hate to dump a bunch of resources upgrading something that's very temporary and then replace it and then be like, well, oops, you know.
They smell so much cuter.
Okay, so there's some kidnap niffin over there. There's an event we can do. I need to leave the coin pouch events alone. They take way too long. If you have other things to do. If you've done everything and you wanted to grind Niffin rep, I don't see any reason why not. I'm not sure if there's anything better you can do for continuous rep grinds than just kind of flying around and doing those events as they pop up. But if you still have like side quests and world quests to do. Flightstone grinding uncapped. Lots of time you can get more. There's currently a season maximum, but it does stand to reason that it would raise week by week. Spend crest. You don't need to spend crest in the same slot for future pieces. Yeah. Did I know that? I might have known that. I don't know. I guess I am helping this statue. I can't help it. The glowy thing in front of me. I'm sure that one way or another, I'm gonna end up with some amount of gear, and it'll make sense. I don't think I'm gonna make like irreparable mistakes. I don't think they would let me make irreparable mistakes. If it sounds like I'm trying to talk myself into that, it's true. That's the Titan Keeper that invented item sets. That's why we call them tier sets. Guild who's been raiding since vanilla. Had a ton of people leave. First ever raid tier. That we don't raid. Time to find a new heroic guild. That's always sad. It's a end of an era. Amount of stuff I need to do to get to current content's putting me off. Yeah, it's tough if there's just one thing that you want to do, and there's other things that are in your way that you have no interest in. I tend to run into that on characters that I want to PvP on. Is that I want to like do shuffle or I want to do arena and I don't want to do anything else. And then early in the grind, they sometimes encourage you to do other things. And they're like, it's an MMO. You gotta go, you know, get your tier and get this piece of world quest gear and get your honor, get some honor in battlegrounds, get your PvP item level up. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Not what I want done today. It's my gremlin voice. I don't know how to fix the statue. Oh, I found his head. There it is. There it is. It's on. Well, I see the thing on my map anyway. I see the thing on my map. It's moving. Oh, somebody else found the head. Okay. Is that the only thing it needs? Is it going to need something else next? I looked at him and I thought, what a handsome fellow. He has a head already. I didn't look at that statue and think he had a missing head. He might have had a missing head this whole time. Crumbling statue restored. I don't understand. Oh, now I'm out of yellow things on the map. There's a hammer with a hand attached to it somewhere. You'd think they wouldn't be too far, but I really don't see another yellow thing aside from the statue itself on my minimap. Gorilla Glue, Tiberius Mason, thank you for the 21-month resub. Anything else I need to do for the Twitch drop? Nope. Keep the window up. Stay logged in. Make sure your computer doesn't fall asleep. Bit of a respawn timer on the parts. Oh, somebody did it. Just hang out long enough, it'll come together. Alright. Take my 25 rep, 10 dragon supplies, and 2 coins that way. There. Oh yeah, I was trying to free some kidnapped Niffin. I want one more dragon glyph too. I'm trying to keep my eye open for the indicator. Cheerhalla, thank you for the 27-month resub. It was full the whole time. We gathered everything, and then like 1 minute later it finished. Oh, okay. I'll try not to worry about it too much. I was almost very excited to get the head, but then it was fine. Okay, you're spawning. There's a... I want to fly around and get all the pets, but that seems like a later me thing. I think I want to do the rep stuff first. I always kind of like getting as much rep as I can early, and then people will go, whoa, how did you get so-and-so rep with so-and-so? And I'll be like, talent is my plan, but to do that I have to like do all this stuff. I would say niffin napping would be your portmanteau. Some people have maxed it already. They've probably figured out something that I haven't. Because it can't possibly be from just grinding. Well, maybe it's from rares, actually. Let me kill the rare and see, because people do rare groups. Apparently not as many people. Oh, somebody give me PI, thanks. Apparently not as many people doing rare groups as we still continue to have in the Forbidden Reach, which really surprises me. Gonna be a little sad if they add the ethereal pet to a Twitch drop. Spent 800k in that a couple months ago. Welcome to my life. Oh man, I have lost track of the exact amount of things, but a lot of them at least I've had for a long time. A month is pretty slow. Spawn rates seem pretty slow. So we did the rare, elude them. That gave me no reps, so that makes me think that maybe rares aren't the move. That makes me think that's not it. Well, and buy a couple. Well, no, I was gonna do the Niffin Nabbler. We need to go help the Niffin Nabbed. How are people grinding that rep to max? It's a good question that I would also like to know, because then I could do it. Hello, hello. How you doing? Because the Niffin Nabber is nabbing the Niffin. They've been Niffin nabbed. However, they Niffin nabbed them. The one trouble with World Quest is that if you're like, you know what, I don't quite understand. I'm going to read the quest text and learn more. You need to... I mean, I guess I can... You know what the second best thing is to reading the quest text is reading the Wowhead comments. There will be an entry for this Niffin Nabber. And sometimes you need to change it to PTR if it hasn't been out for long enough. No comments on that one. Niffin Nabber, that's an item. Okay, actually there's nothing. It's Niff Nab. Do the public objectives that pop up. They give 25 rep per. So you theoretically, and it seems like they do that infinitely, so theoretically you could grind your Niffin rep to full with those. Oh, I was just in the wrong area, okay. You could, it's really hard to rescue the Niffin when you're not in the right spot. You could grind up with that, but you would need an astonishing amount of them. I don't want to do the math, but it's a lot. I'm at Renown 8. Yeah. I'm thinking... I'm at Renown 4. I'm nearly at 5, but we've got like a lot of side quests that we're still doing. I did get a contract. I am running around with a Niffin contract. That actually is probably not a bad way of doing it. That's probably faster than just doing the bonus objectives. Is take your contract and then go do all the overworld world quests as well. You'll get 15 extra Niffin rep per, so that'll help. Someone make a Niffin Nabber tongue twister. Are Niffins Canadian? I don't... They didn't immediately strike me as such, but I don't know. There's a lot of different Canadian accents. I would argue with the premise that there's one overarching one. Like the United States, it's a big country with like a lot of different people. I think they're North Midwestern.
Smell you a mile away.
Yeah, somebody was saying they sound like an older relative from, I think it was Minnesota, Wisconsin, yeah. Which I guess I've also heard equated to one type of Canadian accent. Where is Canada Nazareth? Grizzly Hills is the place, the British Columbia. Are they used to be that ground-type Pokemon trainer from Gen 5? Ground-type Pokemon trainer. There is a ground-type Pokemon, actually, that looks very Niffin-like. Unless I'm just having fever dreams. Northern Sassarons, Canada. Drillbur, yes, thank you. They do look astonishingly like Drillbur. I'm trying to think of where in Canada Shalazar Basin is. To my knowledge, we're not in control of any tropical islands. Cersei Ramon, thank you for the 46-month resub. Borealis is Newfoundland. Borealis also reminds me of coastal Canadian towns on the west coast as well. It gives kind of Sydney Souk vibes to me a little bit. I think as Vancouver Island is as tropical as it gets. How do I feel about having a king? At the risk of treason, I don't care. Call it irresponsible of me to be not that invested in my government, but it's always been kind of a ceremonial part of our government anyways. Although I'm also not very invested in the functional parts of the government. I'm just, haven't kept up. But yeah, I'm not invested. I'm not invested in the King arc for Canada. I mostly just have to remind myself that whenever I'm saving something for the Queen to come over, that you know, may she rest in peace. She's not coming over anymore. Yeah, okay. You're gonna see Charles Mugg in Canadian currency now. I don't handle an awful lot of cash. Most people, we have this great tap to pay situation on the debit and credit cards. I'm sure they had it in America, but my American credit and debit card did not have it. And here, all of these things had a little icon, and then you just tap the card and it goes beep, and then you don't really feel it when your groceries cost you 3 times as much as they used to. So, I haven't handled cash in some time. How are you digging the new patch? Tap to pay pretty common in California now. Yeah, it's nice. I think I technically have a purchase limit where I can tap to pay and purchases 100 or less, which is sometimes groceries, but not always groceries. But I panicked once and I accidentally tried to do it on like 120 and it still went through. So maybe I'm just making stuff up. I want. Hi Hazel, have a good game. Use my card because I don't want to handle change. Yeah, it's a lot easier. It's also easier to keep track of your accounting, your home budgeting and finance when you have digital records that you can, do whatever you want with. If you're fancy, you can put them into spreadsheets and you can plug them into software, or you can, get graph paper and markers, and you can make the line go up chart and then give yourself like a board meeting in your own kitchen, or you can just look at your bank's online banking and be like, yes, that's where my money's gone. It's a little harder to keep track of if it's cash. Oh, that one's already dead. Am I lost? No, this is an actual side quest. This is actually something that I'm gonna do once, and then it will be done. Which appeals to me. I like having a change jar, empty Pringles tin, the point applies. I do keep a little zip pouch with hedgehogs on it for change just whenever it comes up, which is basically never, but and the thing with that is that I would use change if I'm shopping. I mean, even farmers markets have like credit card. People take like Square and whatever now. But garden stands, like the AFK vendor stands that you find on the side of the road where somebody's like selling their eggs or like cut flowers or plant starts or whatever. We have a bunch of those around town, and those will, I mean, some of them take e-transfer too, but those, they'll often have like a change box, and you can just pay with, a couple dollars for a plant start with cash. So I've done that a few times. But that's it's funny to me that that's exclusively what change is for, because I like wouldn't take it into a store anymore. You can't self-checkout with change. A cutting board meeting. Got a $50 BNet card for my birthday, thinking of using it to buy a 3-pack of faction changes. Good idea. I mean, it's up to you. I don't set a lot of stock by which faction my characters are anymore. And if I want a character of a different race, I just kind of make another one, because you can join the same guild, you can raid with the same people, you can do keys with the same people, you can do arena with the same people, you can use the same auction house. It is almost completely a vanity thing. There are very few things where your faction matters for anymore. So spending money on it seems I would, if it was me, I would just save it up for like the next time they come out with a shop pet or something that sounds cool. But or not even shop pet, shop transmog is the thing they've been doing recently. But that's just me, because I'm insane and I'll just level new characters instead of moving any existing ones. Found out you can't cross faction queue for heroics just now. That's true. That's a good point. I have someone get kind of angry about people not using cash at my work. I mean, maybe it's just me assuming, but I feel like they must be angry about something else. It must be like one of those things where like you're railing against the inefficiency of the bike lanes, but you're really like not happy at your home life or something. There's got to be something else going on there. Want to have some alliance races like a human hunter? Can't queue or quest with friends cross faction. Yep. Yeah, I think I have a bit of a limited perspective because a lot of there are things. You're right. There are things that you can't do cross faction, like the outdoor content, questing, queuing for like heroics and stuff. I just I don't. I think I'm just biased because I don't do any of that. All the content that I do with my friends is. Sometimes I'll do leveling dungeons with friends, but usually we'll like pick out characters to level together in the first place, and we'll just make sure they're the same faction. You're right. You're absolutely right. This way. Where I live, many stores only take cash or check. I've run across a couple of stores like that. Sometimes on vacation. On that one trip that I took to the Oregon coast, I tried to get lunch at a bakery. And I got in there and I was waiting in line. And then I realized, as I was waiting in line, that they only took cash. And I realized this because people kept coming up to the counter, ordering, and then realizing they couldn't pay for it because they didn't have any cash. And then exiting the store. And this kept happening. And I was like, oh, I also don't have any cash. I'm just going to leave now. Like it was a very, they must have had enough local business or people that did carry cash to get by, but it was very strange. Arcadius, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Surely cash is much lower at scale. It's possible that for some small businesses, they either can't afford or don't want to pay for the infrastructure to take card payments. And then also for credit card payments, they have to shoulder fees. And I think like a restaurant like that that's like selling a lot of small items, I understand not wanting to let people pay with a card for like a $2 item when the retailer has to pay like $1.15 in like card fees. And there's other ways around that, but that's the thing that comes up the most often. But I don't think that applies to like, well, I don't know. I'm not a retailer. I'm going to stop pretending that I know anything. I'm going this way. Take PayPal for my customers. Illegal here did not have a card terminal. The greatest thing to happen to me technological improvement wise. I remember when I was a kid, and I had a hard time speaking to strangers. Not when I was a little kid. Apparently when I was a little kid, I was very sociable and I would like detain strangers and talk their ears off, which would, to the great embarrassment of my mother, which is very funny to me now. I don't know what happened to that kid, but she's gone. I would have a hard time doing things like talking to bank tellers and talking to cashiers and people would be like, well, Hazel, you're gonna have to figure this out. The world's not gonna change for you. And the world changed for me. It became increasingly like I was not the only person that had all of these different things, and you know, it became increasingly available to use like ATMs and self-checkouts and online services, and the amount of things that you actually have to talk to somebody in person for have really gone down dramatically. Glad you got over that. What, the detaining strangers thing? Yeah. I don't think it would have gone well in the long run.
Didn't see you there, buddy.
You won't always have a calculator in your pocket, precisely. Yeah. Yeah, I remember as a kid thinking that balancing a paper checkbook was going to be really important, and that paying bills was going to be a lot of paperwork and mail, like writing checks, I mean, I have paid bills by writing checks and mailing them off. I have done that, but generally for like the last bill while moving, after I've already canceled all my online stuff, there was a fair amount of Disney checks going out to various utilities when I was leaving the States. Send off a Lion King check over here and a Little Mermaid check over here. Bad phone anxiety. Movie The Net showed Sandra Bullock order a pizza online. Thought that would be cool. Yeah, I remember when that became a thing. Helped. I mean, I must have ordered a pizza online before. Or not, like by the phone. I think I've ordered some kind of food by the phone at least once. Because I wanted pizza. But yeah, online ordering helped out a lot. Yeah, I had Disney checks. I thought I said that. I thought that was part of the story. Domino's Pizza Tracker. The Domino's Industrial Complex. The Domino's machine kind of frightens me in how thoroughly they have made things to be efficient. They have really ironed out, I mean, at least here locally, maybe it's not the same at them worldwide, but they have really made the whole process into a frighteningly tight science. Okay, there's more side quests. I thought I was done. You're never done. You're never finished. Oh. Flavio was in the area. He scoffed at me. I got an item for some Niffin rep. What you should do is you should save these for like a couple of days. What is it, Thursday? If I save it for Sunday, I can get an extra 100 rep. I'm not gonna, but you could. You could save these items and then get more rep later on. I also apparently another 2,500 rep. Those side quests give you big chunks of rep. That's nice, actually. I didn't know that. Hi, kitty. Oh, I got my Niffin Diggin' mitts, or at least they're available. Hi, sweetie. Welcome back. Flabby isn't max rep already. Flabby he was working. Oh, he was trying to get like a crafting recipe. I think he's going heavy on the gold making. He's up to some stuff. He's doing something with the new recipes because Flabby will become rich one way or another. Brulo the Strong. There's a rare over here. Wish there was better rep from World Quests. World Quests and rares giving rep? The World Quests do. The rares seem kind of hit and miss. I'm gonna look at him go. I'm gonna gains showed off optional. Show off your gains. Oh yeah, that's me. Check out these guns. If I was on a hunter, and WoW allowed mods, which hostess snack would you turn your hunter pet into? The only hostess snack I'm familiar with is a Twinkie, and I couldn't actually tell you what a Twinkie looks like. I've just heard the name. It's not something that comes up a lot in my day-to-day life. I might be against prepackaged baked goods. It's not that there's no cause for them, it's that they just kind of bum me out. I don't have any dessert in my house right now. And I'm not saying this to brag, I'm saying this to complain. I don't have any dessert in my house right now. And I just need to bake something. I don't know when. I have a feeling like some midnight brownies are in my future. I have not gotten Scruffles yet. It's very kind of you. I won't accept any gifts. I'm gonna either buy it or farm it at some point. Scruffles is cute. When am I doing baking streams again? I don't have any current plans. I wouldn't say never, but when I canceled them, it was my intent to cancel them forever. Pole arm that looks cool I want to craft. Part of the Molten Front Kata. Blacksmith has never done it. You're in for an adventure. So I got, no rep. Hang on, let's open this. Maybe the rep token's in here. Ooh, I got a recipe. I got a BOP cooking recipe for Rocks on the Rocks. Rock salt, certified ore, and draconium. Enjoy a tasty and authentic drag bar delicacy. I wonder if that's one of those items that's like for an achievement or for something, or if it's just kind of for fun. It's just kind of a cute name. Echoed Lurker Flesh. Okay. Prepackaged baked goods, like a 6 out of 10 max. I can make like an exception for digestive cookies, served alongside like a strong cup of black tea, but that's just kind of a tradition thing. Like if, and that's something that I feel like I couldn't, I mean, maybe I could bake it at home if I wanted to. I've never tried to make them from scratch. They just seemed to, I don't know. They have a secret recipe. Remember when Twinkies went out of business? I don't. If you had Twinkies in your house, you still wouldn't have dessert in your house. Yeah. That's not really, I mean, I'm not a huge cake person to begin with. And icing that's shelf stable also kind of upsets me. I'm apparently really picky with dessert. I love dessert, but I'm picky apparently. When does the new raid come out? Soon. Next weekly reset. Next weekly reset brings the raid on all difficulties. First Wing of Elefar and then normal, heroic, and mythic all open with this upcoming weekly reset. Magical Mindy, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Who remembers the cartoon commercial with the King Cupcake and the Prince Twinkie? I don't know that one. Non-refrigerated juice in the grocery store is scary. Well, now if it's just like an apple juice and it's like in a sealed jug and it's not from concentrate, I don't really have a problem with that. I don't know how it's preserved. I'm assuming magic, apple fairies, but it's like, you ever have like an ice cream cake? And the ice cream's nice, and the cookie part in the middle is nice. But the icing on the outside is made from like petroleum. And it's just, I guess I'm just not a Cool Whip person. It just doesn't strike me as a food stuff. Don't know if I'm a cake person. Don't go out of my way to do so. I like the idea of cakes more than I like the experience of cake. And I can appreciate the ritual significance of cake. Like if it's a birthday, there's gonna need to be some cake unless the birthday person has negated and waived with full understanding of their rights, their right to cake. They need to explicitly sign a waiver indicating that they did not want cake and they were going to accept a replacement, preferably in the form of tiramisu. Pie also good. This festival challenger doesn't know when to quit. Hello. Do I have anything else I need to... No. Oh, I found some clinking dirt-covered pouches in my bags. But yeah, I like the visual. I like watching people make and decorate cakes. I like them when they're delicate little slices, but as an actual dessert, it's not quite rich enough. It's not quite... I mean, you can get like a good rich decadent chocolate cake. It's possible. I would waive my right to cake for some homemade baklava. Strawberry and cream cake, sweet but mostly fruity sweet. My Nana makes a really lovely angel food cake, which I didn't used to like much as a kid. I don't know what was wrong with me. It's good stuff. But the fresh fruit's like really important. Cake decorator, all of it gets really old pretty quickly if it's not fully old made. Yeah. I mostly like when other people decorate cakes and cookies. When I decorate cakes and cookies, I have no patience because I'm like, I'm just gonna eat it. My eating brain doesn't have pretty detecting eyes. When eating brain takes over, I'm not gonna notice how cute it is. And if it's too cute, I won't want to eat it. So I like it when other people make those things cute. And I feel very privileged when I do get to devour something that's very pretty. But if I'm making it for myself, you guys have seen, I mean, some of you will have seen how I decorate gingerbread cookies. It is a utilitarian approach. I see Smarties. That one is broken. Leave me be. Be gone with you. I have a number in my phone named Cake. She makes good themed cakes, like Cake Boss levels. You also talk to strangers. There was a lot wrong with you as a kid. Smarties and gingerbread? To be clear, Canadian Smarties. So when I was in the States and I couldn't always get Smarties, I would use M&Ms instead. I'm not talking about like the chalky thing that we call Rockets here that Americans call Smarties. That's not what I'm going for. Somebody might. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I've never tried that. Very important distinction, though. There's not that many cultural differences, especially like within the Pacific Northwest. I lived in Oregon and I lived in BC, and now I live in BC again. Hello. What is it? And by and large, not a whole lot of cultural differences. But the one thing that comes up is candy names. Just some kind of branding difference. I'm apparently here to... I'm only going to get 28 gold for this? Why? It's not for... Oh, I want to do that one, though. That one's going to give an epic pouch. We like the epic pouches. We like the purple ones. They're going to give us more coins. I guess I can see myself farming the... the little events. Not necessarily just for rep, but for rep and... for the rep and for the coins, because I don't see any other way to earn those coins, and I want the mounts. 2 mounts and a pet, and I need them. All right, Katie. Smarties are much better than M&Ms. Maybe it's because I've eaten more of them. I think they're sweeter. They're a little bit bigger. I can't come out too vigorously in defense of any of them because they're all pretty cheap candy. They're not very good, but they're good in like a nostalgia kind of way. But I do prefer Smarties given the option. Super appreciate your raid guides. Aw, shucks, thanks. Arrow versus Wispa. What on earth is Wispa? I guess, I mean, I know what Arrow is. They were nice enough, although I always kind of felt like it was just a way for them to give you less chocolate. My wife said the big cultural thing that annoys her is that people here don't like to say no. They say, we'll see. That's true. We'll see means no, we won't. Outright rejections end up coming off really harsh, so people don't like to just say no. And so, yeah, sometimes I like to try to be straightforward and to the point, but then I just end up sounding mean. Yeah, case in point, Hazel, when are you going to bring back baking streams? No. I won't. I don't want to, and you can't make me. That's not true. Anybody can be bought, but I thought we'll see was just a mom thing. Yeah. It definitely indicates that the person saying we'll see, most likely, unless they're like trying to like obfuscate a birthday surprise or something, they probably have no plans of actively making said thing happen. Tricky under snail herb. Okay. I only got a blue pouch. I thought I was going to get an epic pouch for that. I'm also really not getting very far on, oh, there's the giant glimmerfish. That was important. Dahoon67, thanks for the bits. Maybe later's another one. Yeah. Do I use maybe later? I use later when I mean it with my cat. I'll be like, honey bear, I'll be home later, but I do mean it. I always come home later. Toft18, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. 10.1 add-on guide video. No plans, but it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Toyota's Celica is pronounced Celica, but in the US we say Celica. I've never in my life heard anyone say Celica. I think your friend might be trolling you. You can't fight much in human form. You can use a couple of spells, but you can use a couple of spells. Most of your abilities will pop you into dragon form. I saw something differently. East and West Coast. I'm assuming you mean North America here. East, kind but rude. West, nice but unhelpful. Even flat on the West, people say, oh, that sucks, and walk away. East will change the tire, but berate you the whole time. It's a stereotype that is in some cases true. I think it's a little bit unfair. There are certainly people that will help strangers here. it'll get you right in the feels sometimes. But yeah, there's definitely more of like a surface level veneer of friendliness and politeness that is truly surface level in the West Coast. More so West Coast America. I'd say the farther north you go, to some extent including like Washington and Seattle, the farther north you go, the more people just get kind of aloof. And I say this as a prime example of this. You get a little bit less of that surface level exuberance, and you get a little bit more of just general shyness or standoffishness or aloofness as you go further north on the West Coast. Glimmer mushrooms this way. I'm getting somewhere. I don't really notice. I mean, I know I'm doing the events, but I don't really remember doing so many of them, but I'll take it. How many coins are we up to? We're up to 40 unearthed coins. I've decided to completely sit on the unearthed coins and then trade them for coveted baubles when I have enough of them so that I'm not running around with two different separate stacks. Because you can also use the unearthed coins to buy Drake and Whelpling shadow, like crest pieces. But I've decided I don't care about those, so I'm gonna just not worry about it. More of a California, New York thing. Midwest nice means nicer than most. A lot of us. A lot of people. Superficially nice to your face, yeah. I think also all of these stereotypes have to do with how people get along with strangers. People have, like, friends everywhere. I mean, some people have friends everywhere. Some people have no friends everywhere, true, too. But I don't think any of these stereotypes really govern how you interact with, like, your closest friends and family members and loved ones and stuff. It's more just, you know, what kind of small talk you're making with the person that's checking out your groceries. Why am I here? Am I here for a side quest? They're lit up like I have a quest for them. Healing crystals. Yes, this one. It's in the middle. It's for something. I've noticed that in terms of the friendliness of passersby, you know, like the nod and greet and the hey, how you doing, hi, good morning kind of thing when you pass somebody like on the street or on a trail or something like that, the amount of that is much higher if you are in a recreational place. So I found that when you go hiking and you're passing people on the trail, people are very friendly. They'll nod, say hi. You know, you can sometimes meet people's dogs. It's generally a pretty open, welcoming, good vibe. But if you're near, like if you're in a residential area and people are just kind of like, you know, they're not out for the day, they're going to work, they're going home, they're stressed about stuff, people are much less likely to want to make that kind of small talk or do those kinds of greetings when they're like near home. I guess because you're going to run into the same people over and over again. But I've noticed a difference with that. You'll get differing levels of friendliness depending on where it is that you're walking. Already in their group because of a shared hobby. Yeah, that kind of thing. And some people are very very neighborly and will get to know their neighbors, and that's probably a very socially smart thing to do. But not something I've ever been very good at. Starts up on the cliff above. Oh, the glimmerfish. Oh. Okay. Well, how are we doing? Doing okay. I'm still one glyph short. Have I run across it yet? I don't think I have. I think I need to, maybe go do a lap. I'm being stubborn and not looking up where the different glyphs are. And I haven't noticed. I mean, I can try and guess. This is the Viridian Throne area. But when I get my last glyph, then I can learn my last dragon riding trait and start ground skimming. I haven't actually tried it properly. Although I haven't really noticed myself super running out of, I don't think I'm running out of vigor. Found that, won't tell you if you don't want to down it. Thanks. You're right. I do want to find it. I do want to find this one, and I appreciate the consideration. That's very kind of you. I want these ones. Dragon Scale Expedition reputation. They already like me, man. How do you come up with the hazel? Is it the love of the hazelnut? Kind of an all-in-one branding package. You know, the squirrel theme kind of goes with Hazel. It's all kind of matched around the name. I'm debating trying to do those. I mean, 5 dungeons is quite a few. Oh, you know the other thing, actually. This is the first month so far that the trading post has existed where I have not immediately gone out and filled up the entire bar. This is the first time I'm just kind of letting it happen, because before this, you know, we didn't really have anything going on the first day of the month. It wasn't a patch day or anything like that. Kitty, you're kind of falling off my lap. There you go. There you go. You need some lap support. Kitty cat down here. It's the first time that there's been like enough going on during the beginning of the month where I haven't immediately run out and done the trading post. So this is where I'm at in my bar. The things that I've done already, I did the vault while I was looking for the book that wasn't in there. I got reputation just from doing all this. I did 15 pet battles because we did 10 of them in a row. We did 10 of them running just while working on the achievement. I don't know when the other 5 happened, but I got pet battles and I got questing done as well. So I need another 350 points. And of course, you could wait for Children's Week. You can do lots of different things. I don't think I'm going to do... Well, you have the whole month too, actually. That's what I need to remember. I keep thinking of this in terms of a week, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing Mythic Plus this week. The season starts next week. I mean, I could, but I'm not doing Mythic Plus. But you have the whole month to fill up the bar. I don't have to do it right now. Children's Week is now? Children's Week is now. I can't be the only person that completely forgot that it was Children's Week. It's happening right on top of a patch lunch. Okay, so I could get some points pretty, there's some Children's Week related points that you could get pretty easily. Interesting, okay. Holidays and events. Children's Week. So you can do 4 Children's Week quests. You can do some daily quests with an orphan. You can do some mythic dungeons. You can just do... You can cheer for somebody in Iskara with an orphan next to you for 50 points. There's like a lot of stuff. Actually thought it started next week. Did it for the first time. What's there to get from Children's Week? Children's Week is known for pets. Children's Week has a lot of pets available to... I guess I don't know if there's anything new. But... We've got Beakbert and the Oracle Hatchling and Eggbird. Egbert and Legs and Mr. Wiggles and Scaly and Speedy and Willy and the Curious Wolvar Pup. And the Froglet and Mr. Krabs and Peanut and Scooter the Snail and Whiskers the Rat. I don't know if there are toys as well. Children's Week. There are toys. I need to buy them apparently. A couple balloons I don't have. Nothing new. Crystal encased chest. That sounds like I won't know how to open it. Crystal Guardian. Quick, use your thinker. Grab a couple extra snails this year. Snail pet to level 25 gets you 100 extra rep to the snail racer in Glimmerog. I still haven't been to Glimmerog. I gotta go one day. We're nearby. Glimmerog's down there. I need one more intruder, actually. We're kind of in the area. Lush saxifrage. I've been having a hard time urban. I've been having a hard time getting herbs in here. Especially when they're... Yeah, they're on these things. There it is. There it is. I have not always been good at figuring those ones out. Flush bubble poppy. 2 crystals around the top of pillars for that chest. Okay. Around the top of pillars. I don't know if I'm gonna find that. Oh well, we're almost done with this quest. $20 snails you can use long list in Wowhead. Do you get more benefit for having lots of them? You get more benefit for having a whole big bunch of them? Glimmerog's there. It's the old trunk. Oh yeah, I was finding intruders, that's right. I guess I have been to Glimmerog. I thought I'd been putting it off, but I guess I went. Each 25 gives 100 rep. Past a crystal. Whoops. Pretty high up in the ground. Wow, it's got coordinates. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, there's a lot more side quests down here.
Welcome! I miss you already.
That's cute. Am I gonna get the new Zelda game next week? No. I know somebody. I know people that will probably play it. I might watch them play it if they're streaming. Or if they, like, I don't know. Not for me, though. I think I've come to understand that Zelda games are just not for me. They're, like, Breath of the Wild came really close. I liked the cooking and the gathering. I liked the combat. I just hate puzzles, man. I am, or at least I don't have fun with them. And Zelda style puzzles in particular are like just not my thing. The only way I'm gonna get through those games is if I'm looking up all the solutions, and it's just like a huge game full of puzzles. Tricky treats.
Hello there, traveler. Buddy system, don't wander off alone.
Oh. My boy is not... Oh. I'm also doing a bad job. My boy is not in the lead out here. Breath of the Wild, too much flavor for what the game was. Have to be the first in my guild to get secret stuff. I don't even know why I'm cheering for Roggy. I think it's because I have some understanding that there's like a pet involved, but I don't know anything about how you actually get it. I want to unlock snail racing. Have I even unlocked snail racing? Because technically I think it's at like 7. I mean, I'm at a snail race, you'd think, unless there's like a different snail race. Yeah, I'm at renown 6 currently. So the next renown I finish will let me participate in snail. Oh, in Loam. Okay. I don't know if it's like this or if it's something else. I think I'm probably missing out on some tutorial quests here. That's a big snail. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I feel like we might... The weightlifting challenge. The weightlifting challenge. I've been called. The quest is a weekly. Each week gives a new pet. Show him a snail pet. I'm gonna have to look into this later, I think. I think I'm gonna get too confused. Are the digging claws bugged? Didn't get them from round 6? I'm assuming that you gotta pick them up. I don't have mine yet either, but I think maybe I would need to pick them up from Loam. Dracthir looks really cool. You think? Oh, thanks. I like my visage form more. I like my visage form a lot better than my my Dracthir form. My Dracthir form's fine. And I don't think I would ever change my color because it's, I feel like, very recognizable as me. I think that it helps people in my raid tell me apart from the other evoker. But do I just get points for just standing with the weight? I guess this is weightlifting. You pick up the heavy thing, you put it back down again. How much does Elixia bench? 5. At least 5. More like the huge dragon dudes, not all scrawny. Ah, who you calling scrawny? I know what you mean, but I don't know what I don't think I would change anything with them. I think I just I wonder if I'm gonna be an evoker forever. On one hand, I love the class. I love the actual mechanics of the class. On the other hand, I'm a lizard. I don't want to be a lizard. I don't know what I want to be, but not a lizard. But I've been making do by just transmogging my my visage form in different ways. I change my mog pretty often. That's been working for me. Okay. What are we doing with our lives here? There's a rare over there. What are the rares for out here? That's one thing I've been getting kind of hung up on. Is, oh, hang on a second. I have a quest for over here. I haven't been getting any rep from them. You get, like, I don't know. I think there's... Oh, there we go. Did it die? You get crests? Mm. You're a lizard. Being able to wear more clothing and armor would help. I don't think any amount of clothes that I put on this lizard is going to make it not a lizard. I think I just prefer playing fairly humanoid races. I'm also not like a Worgen or a Tauren or a Panda person. I don't play a lot. I don't have a Volpera right now. I think I just like, you know, humans and elves and gnomes. And I guess Draenei. And maybe I should just stick with those. But I can't be a human. I can't be a human evoker. The closest thing is just being in visage form whenever you can. Did I complete that quest? Caraxes. No. I know it goes underground and flees, but like I think I'm supposed to I think I just missed it. Still not sure what we're really doing down there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm second up to my good friends the Niffin, and aside from that I have no giant plants. I got mounts to collect, I suppose. I'm trying to get as much of this, the one-time stuff done, like the side quests, now, because I know once the season starts, we're gonna be way too busy. I'm not gonna have nearly as much energy to just run around here and clean up random side quests once the season starts. Especially because this time around, I want to do not only keys and raids, but I want to do solo shuffle from the beginning too. I had a lot of fun playing shuffle and doing arenas last season at the very end of it, and this time I want to start from the beginning. I got a vicious war snail to get, but more importantly I've got memories to make. Tricky traits. Oh, so I was giving them to the wrong snail. I was supposed to give the traits to Tricky.
They won't eat you, promise.
You're a shuffle maid.
Could smell you a mile away. Bye now.
Shuffle healing is just so interesting. I also want to try shuffle DPSing. I have big dreams of playing that hunter that I made and just being just the worst. I just want to play tank raiding until I find my people and then go in there and make history. I'm Bestial Wrath for days. No other buttons.
Don't push your nose where it don't belong.
Tricky. Tricky.
Wanna wrestle?
Be smelling ya. Hey there. Come closer so I can get a whiff of ya.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
It's at the wrong time for him to give me new treats. Gotcha. Calfredo, thank you for the 19-month resub. Shuffle DPS is iconic. I'm gonna need to also, I guess while I'm waiting on my shuffle queues, I can come up with different things to work on, like fishing for the pond nettle or farming transmog out of old quests. Because that is the one truth that I'm gonna have to contend with if I'm gonna play DPS shuffle, is that you gotta live with those queue times. But yeah, I like killing shuffle. I think it's fun. I'm pretty pleased with how much rep we've gotten. We're actually quite close to 7. I wonder what snail racing in Loam means. This seems like all the snail race that you could ever want, right? At 8, we get 405 chest armor, which... Nah. At 9, you get extra stuff sniff and seeking. I was like paging through, I didn't see anything like super exciting until you get pets at 15. I don't know. I guess I want like the cosmetic, you know, the hats and the backs and stuff. I am enjoying the patch. Daysec Games, thank you for the brand new Prime stuff. Appreciate it.
Bless you, friend.
I'd like treats to help trick you.
Let your nose guide ya.
Once they get off and away. Your snail almost won by itself. I wonder if there was other people encouraging it. Oh, hi, kitty cat. You gonna flip? Tan your other side? There you go. Criminal that WoW doesn't have goggles on the forehead is a transmog option outside of Gnome Heritage. Are those really the only ones they can do it? They're pretty cool. They look pretty good. Alright. Off and away. Tricky is orange. Tricky's orange. And then I need Tricky to win. So I don't have, there must be like there's gotta be some kind of like a touch to this. Because sometimes like an internal cooldown, or I think I was missing before. I think I was putting them too far ahead. I was trying to lead the snail too much, and it wasn't helping. When you get the boulders to trade for the best headmog in the game. I'm not trying to steer the snail, right? I guess he was just pivoting to the inside track. Yeah. I do... Yeah, you really can't lead him too much or else he doesn't like it. I wonder how much long-term Zeralek Caverns I'm going to be doing after this week. It's unrealistic to expect to finish everything you're going to do in a new zone in 1 week. But there's just going to be so much going on after this. Tea Toast and Honey, thank you for the 8-month resub. What to do with guide the new patch video? It's a good idea. I'm doing raid guides first, so this next week until the raid comes out, I am booked getting the Aberrus raid guides out. But after that I will have a clean slate. Well, actually, historically after that, I'm going to take 3 days and stay in bed, recover from having done something with my life for a few days, and then I'll have to look into what's next. Although I think the last time I finished raid guides, I didn't look into what was next until the next set of raid guides. So tricky. One new pet for me. And I got 100 rep with the Niffin. I'm a little confused as to who the whole snail showing thing, but I think that's something I can probably just read up on later. You know, like I have other snails. Hello, you want to see my snail? You want to see my snail? Oh.
Keep your nose clean.
Briggle is a snail showing NPC. Okay. And I just show him the snail. Show Briggle scoot. All right. What does he want to see now? Well, he wants the goose snail. Oh, there's like a rep. I'm an aspirational snail trainer. I'm a snail enthusiast. I hunger for more. Okay. I'm sure I could just look up a list. What about my rusty snail? You like my rusty snail? Snailspiration. Shimmer shell snail. I should really look up this list, otherwise I'm going to get very confused later. Briggle snail list. Briggle snailspiration. Is there like an achievement? Comments. Briggle snail mail comments. Oh, perfect. Okay, I found a list. Let's work from the top of it. Amethyst soft shell. Thankfully, they're already level 25. Archetype of vigilance. Yep. Finally, my one thing that I can do pays off. Archetype of vigilance. There it is. And then he's like, you're the fastest snail trainer I've ever seen. Black Chasm Crawler. Yes. I want to see the actual text this time. I'm going to snailspiration. Now this is a snail who enjoys a good cavern. Sure Slick can relate. All right, what else we got? We got microlicid. You guys have never seen snail training like this. Here it is. We've got the mudshell conch. There it is. It's like a lot of snails. I don't know what I get for doing this. Predatory helicid. I may have shown this one already. At some point we might start doubling up, but that's why we looked at the list early. There's my level 25 predatory helicid. Zereth Mortis Painoff. I think we did the prismatic softshell already. Oh no, we did the amethyst softshell. There's the prismatic softshell. Rapana Welk, a classic. Rapana Welk. And then a rusty snail. I know we already did scoots. And we did the rusty snail actually as well. Because I remember. Yeah, okay. We've done rusty snail and scoots. We need to do Shelly. Oh, Shelly's not fully leveled. Shelly, no. Shelly, you were the chosen one. I'm not even carrying around any extra stones. I'll have to come back. All right, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper with a pen. Shelly. All right, moving on. The shimmer shell snail. I may have already done. We'll see. No, shimmer shell snail. There it is. And then the silkbead snail. I can't believe I was missing one. The silkbead snail. My reputation. It's in tatters. Here's my level 25 silkbead snail. I don't know what I get for any of this, but it'll be very exciting, I'm sure. The spire shell snail, who I named Spirulina after algae. Summon. And then Zoom was the last one on this list. The last one on this one WoW hit list anyways. That's 15 snails. There may be more. Level 25 Zoom. Alright. So I am now competent. I'm a competent snail racer. I don't know what this is for. I gotta go buy a stone for Shelly if I can remember where I found that one guy. There was like a tamer. I forget where though. There's a vendor. Oh, vendor close by. Perfect. Who? I become an owl. Festival challenger. One pet not fully leveled. How embarrassing, right? I suspect the higher rep you have with Briggle, the faster your snail mount moves for the dailies. Oh. Up the waterfall. Whoa. Waterfall, waterfall. Okay, this way. And then slightly to the left. You don't got a name, do you? Anybody over here? Not you. Those are all festival challengers. Here's a waterfall. Here's a cave. You're a beast feeder.
Welcome! Fred, goodbye.
Because I could always just like... You know what actually drives me bananas is that I can't find in Veldraken a pet charm vendor. There's a whole pet daycare, and I don't think there's a charm vendor there. Oh, I found him. It's O-Dog. Okay, we're good. Or Orlog, pardon me. Oh, we could kill him 10 times for the thingy. I like that these expert trainers also offer stones and stuff. It's nice. I'm just gonna hang on to a couple extras just in case. Just to have on me. They're only 35 charms each. Alright. Shelly. Now, one thing I want to know is if that was all of the snails? Because that list in Wowhead, the person who wrote it said it might not be all of them. It was a good amount of them. It was 15 snails worth, I think. Briggle. You want to see my Shelly? Because, I mean, how else would you do this? Show me every type of snail that comes from outside the cavern. If that's the only way to get rep, then there must be more. There simply must be. Petopia has a list. Okay. Here, I'll go poke around. A moment. I have my very strict site blocker on, and I can't actually. I need to add Petopia to my whitelist. Okay. Or WoW Pet Guide. I guess those are different sites. Check the Niffin Renown stuff. Says snail races are 7. Rengarim, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Hope you're having a good day. And Kitty too. She seems good. She's sleepy. Alright, wow. Not Petopia. Petopia is hunter pets. Wow, pet guide. Let's try that. Pet guide. Giveaway winners, Children's Week, Burning Crusade Time Walking. Let me see here. Guides. Snails. Snail Spiration List. Wriggle. Yeah, we can't do links in chat. Warcraft pets. Let's try that. Oh, let's add that to the whitelist too. Yeah, usually Warcraft pets. Yeah, I forgot about that. Let's turn this one off again. $35 new tamers. New secret pet found. They don't have anything, at least in the news articles. But they only want the old snails. I think. It is 15 though, the rest of the rep is from dailies. Okay. Maybe we've done it then. Maybe we've done all of it. That's funny. Because, yeah, I showed him 15 different snails. Yeah, it would have been nice if they'd done an achievement just so you had, like, a checklist for it. Oh, well, alright. Okay. We got some stuff we can turn in. That'll be good. Let's see if we can... Can I at least finish the world quest for the day? How many world quests are left out here? We've got... Oh, it's the world quest left are those elite ones.
Yes, till we meet again. Greetings, strength.
I don't know if I want to go to the buried vault. Let's go back to Loam. I think I can get some diggin' mitts. I think I've unlocked something with all my renown. We've made it to 6. We're so close to 7. I bet we could do 7 if we really went in on the special events, but also whatchamacallit, other world quests with the contract. New shop Mog announced. Oh, I did 3 digs, and I think that's total for the week. Gonna have to head back to Veldraken to get a breadcrumb quest? Oh, for heaven's sake. That's silly. I did notice that actually last time that you unlocked something. You had I got the male snail once I'd left the whole area. Hi. Hang on a second. A little annoying having to go back to Veldraken for it. Yeah, I mean, we live in a cave now, right?
The list is rousing the elements in the caldera. It would be a shame if someone turned their own power against them, wouldn't it? The Zakali use our flight's armaments in their rituals. Reclaim them, and show them what those weapons are truly capable of.
New shop transmog isn't worth it. 8, hard to say much. Gonna be in the trading post later this year. Yeah, let's look that up. Let's look that up. I was looking on the in-game shop, but it wasn't posted there just yet. I just saw the diplomat set, which I think I decided to sit out. But yeah, if they're going to bring it on the trading post, let's see. Let's take a look at all this. Guardian pack. You. Am I okay? Oh, I'm not okay. Oh no, I am okay. That's somebody else. Have you noticed? Devastation Evoker's more squishy? Haven't noticed that yet. Put it on screen when you find it? Yeah, let me see here. I was just seeing if they'd posted like an actual news post on the WoW website, which it looks like they have not, so we'll just WoW head it. Okie dokie. WoWhead Guardian Pack. Previously data mined. Available to purchase at the in-game shop. Costs $8. Is available for purchase through May 31st. It's slated to appear as a trading post purchase between September and December for the following costs according to their tooltip. So there's a feathered hat. There's a two-handed staff with a big bird on it. And then there's a feathered cloak as well. Drape of the Guardian. So there's the raven staff. It really is a huge bird. There's the hat, and then there's the cloak, so they'd be available for purchase separately. So that's why it's not 25, is it's not a whole set, it's just a trio of items. Yeah, I think I would buy the staff. I would, oh, the staff's gonna be 650. I would do the staff on the trading post. I'm not gonna buy any of it, I don't think. Interesting. But yeah, I could see people paying the money for it if they are the kind of people that tend to buy a lot of stuff from the trading post and they want to be able to save that tender to be able to use it for other stuff. If they have BNet balance, maybe they make a lot of gold and they don't have anything to use their BNet balance on. I would love to do these. Do people do... I don't know. It's so unappealing to go to the Elite World Quest area and just start doing Elite World Quests when all they're really bribing you with is a couple of flight stones. It doesn't even say on the quest that you get rev. And they're like dangerous elites that you would want a group for. And there aren't even really any groups. You know? What am I missing here? What is this for? The elites are nasty. They have shields that heal. Yeah. So, he's immune to damage because of his pylons. I just didn't kill his pylons. Now I can hurt him. But it hurts. They do a lot of damage. I'm gonna die. No! My hardcore run. They give gear, fancy mog. Oh. Oh. What a way for an evoker to die. Even through obsidian scales. I'm wondering I'm wondering who it's for. I'm wondering what the goal, what the fantasy, what the point of these are. It doesn't even immediately say that there's no... I wonder how you even find out that there's Mog. If it just drops off the mobs and it doesn't have anything to do with the quests. Directors suffer fall damage? Not if they're smart. If I'd hit my spacebar and activated my wings, I wouldn't have taken any fall damage. I just didn't do it. Yeah, I feel like I might just not do those. It's just really hard to find a good reason to go for it. The gear is the quest for it? Oh, okay. Yeah, because all I'm seeing is flight stones. I got 35, 30, and then 32 flight stones for like some pretty horrible looking quests. I think I'm leaving. They don't even let you fly around properly. Waste time till they can get raids going. You getting them? Well, with that in mind, we did get quite a bit of rep. Let's go up topside. I need, how much more rep do I need? I need another like 240 rep. 240 rep will get me another renown, and then I can do snail racing. I don't think I'm gonna get it done today. I'm actually not gonna stream that much longer today. I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon. I'm gonna do some shorter streams this week to make sure that I'm still taking lots of time to grind out some decent raid guides. There's my nail snail. Oh, I've got 2. How much rep do the elite world quests give? It's unclear. It's unclear. They should have a Q button normally. Wonder why they don't have that. Snail racing bugged already available. There's like a snail racing weekly quest. And I mean, you could totally get it available if you just got Renown 7. Renown 7 is possible, certainly. You can get a contract, you can do a bunch of world quests, you can do a bunch of little side events. Nothing new showed up? Did you do the new dungeon weekly? No, I didn't. We should poke around and take a look at that. Oh, that's gonna... No. You can't make me cook. You can't make me cook. Oh, jeez. I'm a little bit fried. Yes, contracts are craftable. I bought one, I spent like 4K and I bought one for the week. And that seems like a pretty decent thing to do if you're interested in min-maxing them. It doesn't seem that imperative to get the Niffin done that quickly. It's just kind of for fun. So the quest would be where the old dungeon quest would be. This thing, maybe. Let's poke around. What do you want? Your primal stuff, right?
Finest goods in the Isles.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. That's a big no thank you. I haven't done the dungeon quests in so long, I've forgotten where they are. New Dragon is going to be available next week. If you want to work on it, I would...
To be done.
Oh, so you get 250 Niffin rep for that. 5 Dragonflight Dungeons heroic difficulty. Okay. And then you get a piece of champion gear and basically a Drake's Shadow Flame Crest. Tempted to do one. Maybe I'll do these tomorrow on stream. Just run a bunch of heroics. Oh, you choose between the Drake or the gear. Oh, it's a pick one. Okay. Why would you choose the Drake? Having a dumb moment. I don't know why you wouldn't take the gear. New assaults start next week? I guess so. I kind of thought they'd be up already, but I haven't seen any. I suppose that's a good point. If you already have 415 stuff to upgrade, I guess. Oh, it's raining. I had some notions about just doing regular world quests, actually. Just to see how quickly I can crank through like the old ones for the sake of 15 Niffin rep. I haven't done old world quests in a long time. Pardon me. Because, you know, it's a pretty... I keep thinking I have world quest list up and I don't, but it's a pretty good selection of like, you've got a pretty good amount of them. Maybe they'll be satisfying taken compared to all the new ones that we have to like figure out from scratch. Oh boy, I'm gonna get 15 Niffin rep. Yeah, as far as I know, that's the only thing that you can get champion gear from this week, to my knowledge. Next week, everything kind of opens up and it's going to be a bit easier to get some higher upgrade track stuff. Yeah, I guess it depends on what piece we get. We'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll do some heroic dungeons on stream tomorrow. I'll see what I get, and then I should have the flight stones and the Drake crest. This is I don't know to upgrade it. I should be able to. I think about 424 in any slot would be enough upgrade? I don't know. If it hits one of my embellish slots, it's kind of awkward. Got a ring? Ring would be nice. Although, just the one. I guess of course it would be just one, but we've got the Onyx Amulet to be worrying about for a while. Tier slots too. I'm currently wearing 5 pieces of tiers, so I'm lucky in that way. I could replace any of them and not have it be a big problem. Great day. Make sure to take care of yourself. Off to do some tidying. Have fun. I'm still learning the different names of the different tracks of gear. I know Explorer is the base one. Is it Explorer, Veteran, Champion, and then I guess there would be more above that we just don't have yet. I get my 15 Niffin rep. I did get my 15 Niffin rep. Hero is last.
Dresses may look deadly to outsiders, but some cute critters will smooth the rough edges.
You know what? It's not worth it. The balloon's not worth it for 15 Niffin rep. Bear still has a flaring cowl. Got shoulders from the event. Adventure cheer as well. I'm going to wrap up too. I'm going to try my best to get my head screwed on straight and see if I can figure out how to get some stuff done. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm curious to try and smash out that heroic quest and find out what kind of piece of gear I can get. I appreciate the company today, guys. I hope you're having a fun time with the patch and a wonderful, wonderful day. See ya.